Okay, so I am doing the graphics for these weekly things that I've been doing lately. So I'm gonna do a real quick walkthrough on how to do it. So first, you don't have to do this. You could always go into like any sort of Photoshop thing and edit it yourself. But I just think it looks a little bit nicer. Is on the production, changing it to week 4 because we're basically going to use this production. So it's going to change this title to say through week 4, right? Again, you can go into like a Photoshop thing and crop that out and then delete it. But I think it looks a little bit better with the drop shadow. So then you go into inspect. What you're going to do is this little tool right here is your best friend. This is going to tell you exactly what element you are selecting. So you click this, and it tells you like what to do. I can edit it on here. It is just going to change it on my thing that I'm viewing right now. Once I refresh the page, it's going to go back to normal. So I like to just do this all in the same sitting because it's going to mess everything up if I refresh it. So this one up here, you can see it says ISI. This is that video in the background. It's going to look really weird if we're taking a screenshot of it instead of it's being streamed. So I'm just going to delete that. So you see how that thing in the background that was scrolling is just blank now. Next, you can go to this. You can go to the select the image there. We're going to change ISI. We will see the first one we're doing. I may as well actually do it in a different tab here. Weekly leaders here. So you can see I have this set up. This is its own little thing that I've been doing. Let's do Foost first. Foost is leading in eliminations. So we'll go over here. Foost is on the Keller Hall Basement Dwellers. So what you can do is go KBD. Update that. You see the logo changes. Perfect. Next off, we will go into, I guess we can do the stats calculator, is see, we'll do raw stats. Who has Foost been playing? Foost is, in fact, the leader in eliminations, so we're going to check. Week 3, we see he has Tracer 678 seconds. This also is a different map, 470 seconds on Tracer, and that is it. So he's only played Tracer this season. We're going to select this, where the hero is. You see how currently it says all. We are going to change that. K sensitive to Tracer. Now it's a Tracer image. I'm also going to change this because I have not updated this yet. It is going to say as all heroes this week. And then now we can actually start going in and getting the stats. So what I'm going to do here is search Foost. And we see this is that row of everything he's been doing. I've been using the raw stats instead of the per 10. No specific reason. We could always use per 10, but I don't know. I just think it's easier to go off of this one because there's no decimals here. You can see exactly how it's broken down here. So what is a little tricky, as you see how there are 6 slots here, but on the actual web page there are 5. So you have to pick and choose which stats you're showing. So what I'm going to do is just look for the more impressive one. So we see he is number 1 in eliminations, but he's number 2 in final blows and death. So we want to keep both of those on there. He has been playing DPS. He's not going to have damage mitigated, so we're probably going to leave it like this. Eliminations, final blows, damage, deaths, time played. I'm actually going to go over in a different, on my other screen to do it just because it's a little easier for me. But you're basically going to copy these numbers here, so 54, to their respective thing here. So we're going to click this. You see this NA right here. If we just search, type 54, updates on there. So I'm just going to be doing that for all of the ones. He has 25 final blows, 25. He has 14619 damage, 14619. We see he has 3. That's actually crazy. He has 3 deaths this entire week. Just not actually updating. 3. And then his time played. So there's another thing too. Is I'll show this with the calculator here. Let me just double check my Streamlabs is showing this. Yep. His time played is 1153. Well, let's not do that. 1153. How many seconds he's played? So you're going to divide that by 60. 19 minutes. So you see how it has that 0.216. So you do 0.216 times 60. About 13. So he has 19 minutes, 13 seconds on he's played. So that seems kind of low, but maybe they just rolled week 3. Oh, they were playing the Kittens. So what was it again? I already forgot. 1913. So we're going to go time played 19:13. So perfect. That's all of his stats. So now what I'm going to do is let's go back over here. Is we can see I already have the colors here, but there are also these things up here, all the colors for the teams. I'm just going to click it here. So you click that. If you click this paint bucket icon, and then you click this plus sign, this tells you the exact hex code of that color. So 122, 128, 147. So what we can do is we can see what he was leading in, which was, in fact, eliminations. So you click this big box here, highlight the entire thing. You're going to see down here the background color has this RGB code on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 122, 128, 147. It's this one here. 122, 148, 147. Is that right? 122, 128. See, normally I have this in a different window, so it's a lot easier to read. I am going to leave this because there is a drop shadow, so you can still kind of read that okay. What you can do is you can copy, Control-C that thing right there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and it's actually this one down here. Paste that there. So now this color for the background and the color for the background down here are the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and you can see I will pull this up again, pull this over here into this Google tab here. These are the ones I did for week 2. I guess it doesn't hurt to have them all on the same page because you can always just hide the layers. We can see that. So what I'm actually going to do, just because it makes it a little bit easier, when I cropped it, I think I had a little bit of extra stuff at the bottom there. So if I go in, delete that, it's going to go, the bottom layers are the same thing. So if you have any like excess stuff, you can always go in and delete it because they should be like perfectly centered on top of each other. So what you can do is I guess it already has it here. I have a text file with XO2 is the font that we use for this. I just have it in white, and it just says leads all players per 10 for week 2. I'm just going to change this to week 3. So now you can see, looking at this, you see his eliminations are a different color. That color means that he leads all players in eliminations per 10 for week 3. Oh, I forgot one thing. Slipped my mind. He is not Pokemon Guy. He is Inspect. Foost. So click that again. Foost. So we're actually going to go in and delete this. So we're going to have to screenshot it again anyways. So where is my snipping tool? There it is. Oh. We have to actually close that first. Try our best to get this. I think it's okay if it's not perfect. I believe it is going to be pretty close on here. Yeah. And then now we're going to move that below so you can do that. There we go. So we see his team. Player he's been playing for the most part. Foost. This color is eliminations. These are all of his stats. This is the time he's played. Leads all players per 10.